Hey, what is up, everybody? Lighting it up here on a Tuesday night. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Full Velocity TV here live tonight at the legendary Knoxville Raceway. Hang out with the guys over at Third Rock Racing League. The Cash Bash, first annual Cash Bash these guys doing here. Guys all paid a $5 entry fee, and they're going to race for cash here this evening. Cash and prizes giveaway, and great to be out here tonight. Thanks to these guys at Third Rock Racing League for bringing in Full Velocity TV. We're live on Facebook. We're live YouTube, Twitch TV. Phil Cass here. Along with my broadcast partner, my control guy, Mr. Too Tall Todd Stanton alongside. And we come back to the legendary Knoxville Raceway heat racing action about to take to the racetrack here. We have a 55-lap main event on tap. A great field of race cars. Looks like 3, maybe even 4 heat race on the docket. I don't know what you say, Todd, but I'm ready to lock and load for this thing. This is going to be fun.
Definitely one of these events that I have circled on my calendar here this week, Phil, and I've had it circled for quite some time. Like coming over here, the New Year's Bash was a success there for these Third Rock guys. Having a great cash bash here tonight, and a lot of cars out there involved here at Knoxville Raceway. And man, it's going to be a fantastic show here this evening. I can't wait.
Street stock racing at its best. We love to do the street stocks, and we're going to take you through a lot of familiar names. Some guys you may never have seen before live on Full Velocity TV. Heat number 1 coming out to the Speedway now and on the pole. Familiar name to us. Aboard car number 03, that is Barrett Bishop in the 319 alongside. That is David Brewer. In the second row on the inside, the number 71, the Iceman, Daniel Stifler, alongside of him in car number 97, that is Steve Clare. In the third row, aboard car number 99, that is Brian Dean. And to his outside, aboard the 07, we welcome back Howard Weaver. In the fourth row on the inside, car number 2, that is Chris Beck, with number 05, Max Handley alongside. He'll start 10th, and next row back we'll find fifth row, the 15 car is Michael Putnam, and alongside of the 313, that is Wes Wygand in car number 313. And in our final row number 6, 11th starter will be car number 13. That is Daniel Worthington, and starting shotgun on the field will be car number 34. That is Malachi Smith. So the call is out there for 12 drivers in heat race number 1. I think I count Todd, 10 cars out there, so missing 2. But all I do know is heat race number 1 going to be 12 laps in length. Top 3 transfer on into a 22-car main event. Here, 55 laps for a main event here tonight in Knoxville. But the Cash Bash about to go green flag racing. We're under green for the first time tonight, heat race number 1.
Green flag racing down here into turn number 1. It is Barrett Bishop leading the charge down into 1. It is Daniel Stifler in that 71. He is running in that second spot. Highly contested there with a 319 machine as of right now. 319 of David Brewer on the outside there, trying to make something happen around the Iceman. Daniel Stifler not going to be able to do so. Drops back to that third spot.
Yeah, Bishop going to lead the field here as he took off on that start. Stifler in for 2. It's David Brewer in that third spot. Howard Weaver's number 07. He is making the assault there. Put the 07 now up to P4. Running at your top 5 is Brian Dean of the number 99. That's your top 5, but only 3 transfer on into the A. Right now, up front, we find Barrett Bishop, Daniel Stifler, and it's David Brewer's 319. He's got that coveted position. Howard Weaver's 07 alongside, but here comes the 319. He's going to look low under Stifler off the exit of 2.
Yeah, 319 trying to get another spot there of Brewer, trying to get a spot over Daniel Stifler. Here comes 07 of Howard Weaver. Weaver looks down to the bottom side here momentarily. That door is closed here rather quickly by the 319 of David Brewer. He said, not so fast. I want that final transfer position, trying to keep it and trying to keep it wrestled away from the 07 of Howard Weaver. Weaver still looking to the backside of the 319 of David Brewer down the back straightaway here into turn number 3.
Trying to knock on the door, but so far single file as they exit now through 3 and 4 this time around. We're going to complete lap 4, start on lap number 5. So 1/3 the way home here in heat race number 1. So far, all Barrett Bishop. Barrett got a really good start in the 03s, pulled away by 5 car lengths over Daniel Stifler. The battle now is for the 3rd spot. David Brewer now under fire. Howard Weaver's 07 trying to start peeking down to the bottom. 319 is going to close that door. Going to make Weaver use the long side of the racetrack up high. That may work later on, but right now, low side looks to be the place you want to be. There's still single file there for the transfer spot.
Yeah, Barrett Bishop doing everything he can just to run away and hide from the rest of the field. Daniel Stifler still running in that second spot. Howard Weaver all over the 319 of David Brewer, trying to get around him for that final transfer spot. So David Brewer holds onto that spot. Meanwhile, trying to go on the offensive, trying to get himself there into second spot over the number 71 of Daniel Stifler. So he wants to get himself off that bubble because that's the highly contested spot. And that's not where David Brewer wants to be there with the 319 machine. He's trying to get up to second, but leaves that door open for too long, I do believe, for that 07 of Howard Weaver. Weaver not able to capitalize, does not have the run down into turn 3 like you'd like.
No, but I think he may be just kind of setting him up down there as we're halfway home here in heat race number 1. Knoxville is a big, wide, sweeping racetrack, long half mile. It's going to take these cars a little bit to get around. About 24 seconds will be a fast lap around here. So it does take a little bit, but Weaver now halfway home. He's got a little bit of room now underneath the 319. Does he stick it in deep there into turn number 3? He tries to drive it in there, but you can see David kind of slammed the door shut. And also up front of them, Daniel Stifler, he's got to feel those guys out the rear view of that race car. Stifler may be playing some defense here as soon as that battle for third is now going to turn into a 3-car battle for the second spot. Here comes Weaver to the low side of Brewer off of 2.
Yeah, Weaver edging down to the bottom side in that 07 machine down the back straightaway here in the turn number 3. It's still David Brewer holding on to the third and final transfer spot. The 07 of Howard Weaver looking for anything he can to get by him. Maybe a different ounce of grip on that speedway, just trying to get down to the bottom side here. Like you said, Phil, I believe he's trying to set him up here. We still have 3 laps remaining. Brewer now down to the bottom side. He's trying to get around Stifler. Stifler right there directly in front of him in that number 71 machine as they dive down into turn 3.
Yeah, they really are. It's a good race up there. Nothing happening with Barrett Bishop up front. Now a little bit of contact in the 319 in the 07 of Weaver. Brewer up the hill into the 07. That's going to give Stifler a little bit of breathing room in the second spot. They're going to go out of door to door for third. Weaver now going to move to the outside, and that momentum may pay off. Can he make that whole shot move work to the high side into turn number 3? Because this time at the line, Todd, it's going to be white flag on the speedway.
Howard Weaver cranking it up top as the crossover there. The 319 of Brewer tries to block it. Leaves the door wide open here on the final lap for the 07 of Howard Weaver. Weaver down to the bottom side, trying to get that third and final transfer position here into tonight's A-Main. Weaver side by side, door banging down the back straightaway here in the turn number 3. It is all Barrett Bishop going to pick up heat race number 1. Daniel Stifler is going to finish second. Greg race 2, that third is going to be the 07 machine of Howard Weaver taking down third. And the final transfer spot, the 319 of David Brewer, going to finish up in that 4th spot, Phil. It's my voice, man. My voice is about had it.
Yeah, it's been a long couple of days for us. We're both battling the sickness, so we're going to suck this up together. We're the best of the business. The Beasts of the Northeast live right here live on Full Velocity TV, and we are happy all you guys have tuned in. Facebook out there in a big way. If you're out there watching on Facebook, well, like what we're doing, share it out there. Just let everybody know it is happening here tonight in Knoxville. We'd appreciate all the support out there, and show these guys the racing's going on here. Share our link out there, like it, subscribe, whatever you got to do. Let them know it is happening here tonight. Where Third Rock Racing League is heat race number 2 is now going to make its way out to the racetrack, and here's the way they're going to come to post here on the pole. There's going to be car number 93. That is Zane Yost, and alongside in the 46, that is Bailey Hip. In the second row, a pair of DWR cars in the second row. The 111 on the inside, that is Kyle Moyer. The number 12 car alongside, that is Eric Eichstad. In the third row, aboard car number 711, that is Terry Joyner with the 105 alongside of Jamie Reed. In the fourth row, the number 1 car is Ryan Ray with the number 1 car of Justin Hull on the outside. In the fifth row, we have car number 91. That is Keith Orvitz with the number 331 car of Dustin Hall starting on the outside of the fifth row. And shotgun on the field here, 11th starter going to be car number 14. That is David Strackbein in the number 14 car. He'll roll off here, shotgun on the field. So there you have it. 11 drivers going to take their trip around Knoxville. 12 laps around at heat race number 2. And just like the first one, top 3 going to transfer on. We've put 3 into the main event already. We're going to see 3 more here. Race heat number 1 was really good. We saw Barrett Bishop run away and hide for the initial start. Can our front runners this time? Can Zane Yost, or maybe even alongside Bailey Hip? Can one of those two guys get a whole shot, Todd, and maybe take it with distance here for 12 laps?
Just going to have to wait and see if Zane Yost in that 93 machine can do what Barrett Bishop did there in heat race number 1. That's run away and hide here on the initial start, get to the lane preference that he wants, and just stay there and just keep on digging. At 46 of Bailey Hip is on the outside, though. We're going to have to see if he can do something here on the start. iRacing.com, pace truck down the pit road. We got green flag in the air, and we're racing down the front straightaway here at Knoxville Raceway. Zane Yost up to the top shelf of the speedway. The 46 of Bailey Hip down to the bottom, side by side for the lead.
Hip versus Yost off of turn number 2. They switch positions there in the lane choice, but give it to Zane Yost in the outside. Bailey Hip down low aboard car 46. A little bit of contact there. Here comes Eric Eichstadt, number 12. He's going to try to make it happen up high. Kyle Moyer's 111. They're down low side by side for 2 rows on back, but that is a good race for the lead there. Door to door. Here comes Hip to the bottom side. Yost going to make that whole shot run off the backstretch. That is a good race up front.
Yeah, fantastic race up front. Fantastic race for the final transfer, too. The 111 of Kyle Moyer leans on Eric Eichstadt there for that third spot. Eric Eichstadt has the momentum off the corner, though, to hold on to that third spot here momentarily, but still battling going on for the lead. The 46 machine of Bailey Hip down to the bottom side. Zane Yost up on the top shelf of the speedway, and that number 93 machine just trying to hold the 46 of Bay. Multiple grooves here at Knoxville here early on in the going.
It really is, and so far it looks really racy between the entire part of the racetrack. It's making for some really good pictures for the viewers out there tonight on Full Velocity TV here, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV. They battle now into turn number 1. Bailey Hip still to the low side of Zane Yost, but the number 12 car of Eric Eichstadt, he's in that transfer spot. He's starting to race down that top 2 as they continue to race side by side. That 12 car keeps keeping into the picture. A 2-car race up front may become a 3-way dance to the lead as they exit 4.
Yeah, Eric Eichstadt able to run away and hide there as those guys were battling it out there. He was able to get out of there away from the 111 machine of Moyer. Now those guys having a good race act there for 3 wide there for the 4th spot. So, man, Eichstadt, even seeing these guys racing that hot and heavy behind him, he's got to be like, oh, man, thank you. 4 wide there. Man, these guys are banging off each other. High-speed demolition derby there for the 4th spot there, Phil. But those guys keep it going. Nice battle going on for the lead still with Zane Yost on the inside, the 93 machine of Zane Yost, I should say, on the outside. On the inside is Bailey Hip. Hip is making things happen there in the 46, but Eric Eichstadt running 3rd.
Yeah, it sure is. That good battle that was going on back there was really good there, 3 and 4 wide. I saw one car off the end of the second turn wall. Going to put one of those guys there. Green flag going to stay out on the racetrack. This race up front is really good there between the Bailey Hip number 46 down low, Zane Yost and the 93 up high. Those guys really been going at it for the entire duration of the event. We're working lap number 7. We are halfway home here in heat race number 2, and this one is a barn burner. These guys up front not giving an inch. They lean on each other a little bit this time off of 4. It is still Yost at the line, but Hip is digging on the inside lane. You see the groove of the racetrack, Todd. It appears to be that it's starting to move up a little bit higher. You would think that's advantage Zane Yost, but if Bailey Hip can stay down there, you know that old adage, 8 tires is better than 4. Bailey may use that up, and you can see them. They're banging again for the lead off of 4. Bailey got a little bit of advantage, but look at Zane there on the outside. He battles right back.
Yeah, it's a great race there for the top spot with the 46, like you said, of Bailey Hip. He's working on the bottom side. It's probably more like the middle now. He's drifting up and out on the corners here down the back straightaway. Yost up almost against the wall there in the number 93 machine. Bailey Hip's able to get a little bit of a bumper here and slide in front of the 93. 93 makes a little bit of a lap tap, letting him know that he was there. But I believe that's going to complete the pass there for the 46 of Bailey Hip. 93 Zane Yost going to fall back to the 2nd spot, but he's going to try to mount another charge here again, Phil, as he's giving the bumper to the back straightaway here on the 46 of Bailey Hip. So he knows that he's there. Is the 93 of Zane Yost going to have one final charge left in him?
I don't know. They make a little contact there. The 46 get a little tap in the right rear from the 93, and here comes Yost back to the bottom side, put the 93 back to the lead, maybe throwing a slider here off of turn number 2. Is Bailey going to look to the low side? Here comes Eric Eichstadt, number 12, that way complete 3-car race for the lead. This time around there, Todd, white flag going to come from the starter stand, and you realistically can call any one of these 3 cars right now in contention for the win. As Hip once again into the left rear of Yost. They get in it. Eichstadt looking for a place to ride. They're looking at 3-way race for the lead. They're in turn 1 for the final time.
Yeah, final race down there. And look at Eric Eichstadt, right place, right time for the number 12 machine. He's going to take over the lead down here into turn number 3. Eric Eichstadt was in third. He is now in first. He is going to win this heat race, and that's kind of a story of where he come from. Eric Eichstadt takes down heat race number 2. Look at that race, Bill. They had a great race going on those top 2, and sneaky, Eric Eichstadt to the lead and wins this heat race.
Sure did, and I think you could kind of see that unfolding as those guys started going at it there. You could see there was a little bit of mirror driving going on there. They were slamming around, and you could see when the 93 went up the hill, the 46, there was room there for the 12 car to shoot underneath, and he did exactly what he had to do. Eric Eichstadt picking up the win here in heat race number 2, but we've got a terrific heat race number 3 coming out to the Speedway here next, and with the lineup here as they roll out to grid on the pole is going to be car number 84, E.J. Jones on the pole with an R42 car of Lance Pusto alongside. In the second row, the 85 is Cole Harvey with the number 88 car of Dan Garrett alongside. In the third row will be the number 82, William Visage, and alongside of him is the number 8 car, Taylor Brichello, rolling off next here on the 6th spot. In position number 7, we find car number 36. That is Alex Brewer with the number 33 of Brian Abbott alongside. In the next row number 5 on the inside, the number 771. That is Brian Niels with the number 17 car of Brandon Bullock alongside. And rounding out our field here, 11th starter going to be car number 87. That is Keith Haney. So there you have it, 11 drivers here for heat race number 3. 12 more laps around. These two have been amazing so far. I cannot wait to see where race number 3 takes us. These guys are getting after it tonight here in Knoxville. And why not? It's a cash bash, the money race. It's for pride and prestige. Awesome event here. Got to give these guys the Third Rock Racing League a big hand. Look for these guys out there in the iRacing Simulation. Third Rock Racing League. Find them out there on Facebook as well. Great group of guys. A lot of good racing going on. Racing anything under the sun is Third Rock Racing. Check these guys out, and happy to bring these guys here live tonight on Full Velocity TV. Hope you guys out there watching. Share us here on Facebook. Share our YouTube link. Get everybody out there on Twitch TV. You know, Full Velocity has a Twitch TV page. Look up Full Velocity TV over on Twitch and subscribe there as well. Show everybody it is out here in a big way. Todd Stanton and Phil LeCasse here tonight in Knoxville with the guys from Third Rock with 2 outstanding heat races so far. 2 more left to come, and said, you think this is a lot of fun. You wait until we get into our, knockout qualifying races here to set the stage for what is going to be a 24-car, 55-lap main event coming up here in just a little bit. So strap yourself in, grab something to drink. The racing action is going to be hot here tonight in Knoxville, and we're going to have it here covered flag to flag with the best of the best here in the online sim race broadcast business, Full Velocity TV. You are here this evening, and we are happy to have you all. Give us a love out there tonight. How about Stars Donations out there on Facebook? Show us the love out there, guys. Stars Donations do a lot for us here live on Full Velocity TV as well. Every little bit goes a long way. We'd appreciate all the help we can get. But off of turn number 4, green flag up in the air, and a familiar name, E.J. Jones, leads the field through turn 1 and 2.
The partier himself at Cedar Cove, sponsored number 84 of E.J. Jones, leading the race down the back straightaway already. Look at Cole Harvey. He's moved up into that second spot in that number 85 machine. So Cole Harvey up to second in contact, man. Around goes Harvey in a knot there. That's going to jumble him up just a tad bit here for the top 3. I believe that's going to put the number 82 machine, William Visage, in the number 82 up to that second spot, and then Alex Brewer now up to third in that number 36 machine.
Yeah, well, it looks like that contact for Cole Harvey put him around, and unfortunately, whoever it was, this wouldn't lift, turned him all the way around, may take him out of running here for the running in heat race number 2, or heat race number 3, I should say, is we're still clean and green here. Looking on lap number 3, E.J. Jones leading the field. William Fasage, the 82 there for second. Alex Brewer, number 36, is third. Dan Garrett there for fourth. For those top 3, Todd, they've started to pull away. E.J. Jones with a good advantage. That run for second. Fasage, the 82, he's trying to put some distance between himself and Alex Brewer's 36, as those top 3 have driven away from the 88 car of Dan Garrett, who currently runs fourth.
Yeah, Dan Garrett in the 88 machine, he's going to have a long road to hoe with probably about, probably 8 car lengths between himself and that number 36 machine of Alex Brewer. Brewer right now holding on to the bubble spot. That's the final transfer spot here into the A main. It's not the only way you can make the A main, though. You can play a little bit of alphabet soup. You could play the consolation game there and try to make the A main, but you would like to make it here in a heat race. That way you don't have to go through all those other races to get to the A main. And right now, E.J. Jones setting a torrid pace already in that number 84 machine. Last time by 13.752 to Alex Brewer's 23.734. So a little bit quicker than the top three so far as E.J. Jones, but he's just pulling away. And these guys, they're doing what they have to do. The 88, though, of Dan Guerin is starting to catch the number 36 machine of Alex Brewer, so that's going to make things interesting for that final transfer.
Yeah, it really is. The 88 car starting to run him down a little bit. Looks a little bit faster, but there's still 2 to 3 car lengths there. It's really tame here. We saw 2 really good, outstanding races. This one, for the most part, says the contact on that second lap that sent Cole Harvey around. This one has been real tame. E.J. Jones up front by about 12 car lengths into turn number 3. William Visage of the 82 currently running second. Alex Brewer's 36 car in for third. Dan Guerin's 88 is fourth, and running at our top 5 will be the number 33 car of Brian Abbott. So those guys trying to chase down our top 3. Nobody quicker right now than E.J. Jones, who just keeps extending that lead. What was 12 car lengths is about almost 15, Todd, by the time we enter turn 3 this time.
Yeah, he's just pulling away there and trying to seclude himself there in the top spots there for the A main, and that's what he's indeed doing in that number 84 machine. So it is E.J. Jones, William Vistage in the second spot in the 82 machine, the 36 of Alex Brewer. He is running third. Dan Guerin in the 88 machine. He is running fourth. Brian Abbott is running fifth. Keith Haney up to the 6th position there in that number 87 machine. But these guys all out of it so far there, Phil. They're going to have to catch the number 36 of Alex Brewer. That's your final transfer here in the heat race. As we got 3 laps remaining there. And Brewer and the 88 of Dan Guerin, that gap has not disintegrated like it was.
No, it's 3 car lengths, but it's kind of stable right now. It may take a bobble for the 36 car to be run down by the 88 as a hit turn number 3 this time around. Starter going to put up those popsicle sticks, going to put 2 laps down to the field off of turn number 4, gives a signal to E.J. Jones. He flashes by. Second in line, you find the Visage machine, car number 82, William Visage. In for third is Alex Brewer. Race starting to happen there for fourth. Dan Guerin has it, but Brian Abbott's number 33 is chased down the back of the 88. It may not be for a transfer spot, but that's precious starting position in one of our qualification races here coming up after our heats, Todd. That may be track position on the line there in that race for fourth.
Yeah, definitely track position is of concern there. Same way with the top 3 positions as we have hit the final lap. White Silk in the air. One more trip around the speedway there for the 84 machine of E.J. Jones. The 36 of Alex Brewer tries down to the bottom side. He's trying to get up here in the A main, get a little bit better starting position. It looks like E.J. Jones is going to pick up win here in heat race number 3. And then it's going to be the number 82 of William Visage, and then the 36 of Alex Brewer. Brewer going to finish up third. Fourth is going to be Dan Guerin and Brian Abbott. Round out your top 5.
So there we have it here. 3 heat races in the books. We still have 1 more left to go. That'll roll out there shortly, but want to give a shout out to all you guys out there watching here through Facebook Live, Twitch, YouTube. Share our links out there. Share everybody it's going on here tonight in Knoxville. As you guys just keep on tuning in, and we're really glad to have you all aboard for what is going to be an awesome night of racing. 3 heat races in the books. Heat race number 4 coming out to the racetrack now on the pole. Going to be car number 96. That is Nick Dafford with the number 09 of Joshua Ely alongside. In the second row, aboard car number 21, the Evil One graphics machine. That is Jim Revis, and alongside of him in car number 49, that is Jack Hanley. In the third row, car number 18 will be Chad Bird with the number 10 of Lon Franks rolling off on the outside of the third row. In row number 4, we find the number 6 of Ryan Bronson with the number 40 of Jason Postal alongside. James Haney in car number 55 rolls off 9th with the number 20 car of Greg Turberville, rounding out our top 10, and rolling out 11th and shotgun on the field is going to be car number 78. That is David Merduns in the number 78 car. So there you have it, Todd. 11 more drivers going to take their shot. Top 3 go on to the main event. We've already put 9 there. This one after here, we're going to have 12, and then we're going to do that whole alphabet soup kind of thing. We're going to put our next 12 into the show, and before we know it, we'll have 24 cars to go out here for a 55-lap main event coming in here live in a little while. So the guys out there watching, they'll lock and loaded for a great show right here live on Full Velocity TV.
Definitely always a great show here on Full Velocity TV. Third Rock Racing here tonight, and it's in Knoxville. The Cash Dash here for these guys here tonight. The Cash Bash, I should say. These guys put on a fantastic show for the New Year's Eve bash that we had here on Full Velocity TV. 4 heat races have been so far. iRacing.com pace truck down to pit road. They're restacked, they're repacked. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing down the front straightaway already. The number 96 leads the charge. That's Nick Daffrin. Daffrin in the 96 machine. He's going to lead the charge in the top spot. Second's going to be Josh Ely. Third is going to be Jim Revis.
Yeah, Revis is all under fire already from that red car right behind him. The number 49 car of Jack Hanley. Those guys running 1 through 4. Here it comes racing for the lead for the first time off of turn number 4. Ely's number 09 looking to the O side of race leader. Car number 96 of Nick Daffrin in the top side of the racetrack. Nick using all that momentum here, but here comes Ely down to the bottom of the racetrack. You got Jim Revis there running for third. Look at Jack Hanley's 49. He's going to peek to the low side. They're stacked up 2 by 2, running for the lead, running for third off of 4.
Yeah, this is nail biting there for the number 21 of Jim Revis. He's on the bubble. Jack Hanley was all over him like a cheap suit in that number 49 machine. Not able to get by him, but here comes the 21 of Jim Revis going right to the assault here on Josh Ely. Ely is on the outside there in the 09 machine. Side-by-side battle down the back straightaway. Revis right now has the slight advantage. A little bit of contact. More contact from the number 49 machine of Jack Hanley. Hanley gets him sideways. Revis goes throughout the field, carrying down. Looks like he threw an anchor out there, Phil. Tough break for Jim Revis there in the number 21 machine, that Evil One graphics sponsor machine. Milan Franks lays into the side there of the number 49 of Jack Hanley, just a tad bit, trying to get by him there, trying to wrestle away that third and final transfer spot. Side-by-side battle for third.
Well, that may be a little bit more than wrestling there for third. Jack is going to do all he can to hold on to that, and Lon may have to, wind up for one more big slobber knocker punch there, racing for third. Up front, though, it is still Nick Daffrin in the number 96 car. Joshua Ely there, the 09, running in second. The race has been for that third spot. Jack Hanley has it now. Lon Franks there running in the number 10 car, running in that fourth spot, trying to do all he can. Fifth on back there. Pretty good racing going on back there as well. You find names like Ryan Bronson of the 6, Chad Burns back there. Jason Postal's back there in the 40 car doing all he can do. Jim Revis in the 21 trying to make his way back forward. But up front, it is all Nick Daffrin unchallenged. Joshua Ely in for second. Race is still on for third. Here comes Franks to the low side of Hanley. That's a good race for that transfer spot off of 4.
Yeah, Lon Franks, no stranger to victory lane here on Full Velocity TV. He's won a few races here as of late in 2019, but he is struggling to get into the top 3 here. The best of the best here in the Street Stock division out here tonight at Third Rock Racing. And it is showing right now as the 49 of Jack Hanley right now leading over the number 10 there for that final transfer spot. So Lon Franks right now holding on to 4th. The number 6 of Ryan Bronson up to the 5th position. One of my favorite cars. We noted that every Wednesday night. That's one of my favorite cars. The paint scheme on it, love it. And the number 6 machine, he is right now inside the top 5 and 5th there, Phil.
Yeah, Speedway number 6 there for Ryan Bronson in position number 5. We see that car every Wednesday night over at DWR for Wednesday night street fights, but we get to see these guys out here tonight. A Tuesday night matinee for the Third Rock Racing guys. Going to have a great time out here with the Cash Bash this evening. Right now, Nick Daffrin with the lead, but here comes the 09. Joshua Ely going to look to the bottom there. Our first challenge for the lead, and our 4th and final heat race is going to happen on lap number 9. 09 drives it in deep. 96 up the hill. You got the 49 of Hanley there as well. 3-car breakaway here at the front for the lead.
Yeah, Hanley starting to make that outside groove work there in the number 49 machine, trying to use it to his advantage to get around Josh Ely aboard that number 09 machine through the corner there down the back straightaway. Ely has the slight advantage there coming off the corner, but down the back straightaway, Jack Hanley has the advantage there as he's able to stay in the throttle using that momentum up on the top shelf. Now the Speedway going to be able to wrestle away. Take over that second spot is the number 49 of Jack Hanley.
Yeah, 49 really on the move. Looks to be the fastest car out there as we take white flag on the field. Next time around, we just took 2 to go on the field for car number 96 of Nick Daffrin. Can he hold off a very hard charging Jack Hanley aboard car 49? He's got that red car digging up high. Daffrin going to try to slam the door shut in the top lane off of turn number 4. White flag going to come in the air. One more trip around. Those guys are in transfer spots, Todd. How hard do you want to race up there if you're Daffrin or Jack Hanley? Here comes the 49 down to the bottom. You would hate to see a guy wreck in the last quarter here and take both of you out of a transfer spot. But nonetheless, 49 looking for the lead. Maybe the win as they're in turn 3.
Slide job there for the 49 and Jack Hanley. Hanley looks like he's going to take down the win here in heat race number 4. He's indeed going to do so. He got around Nick Daffron there towards the end of that, and Daffron does not look like he's rather happy with the number 49's tactics. Could have took them both out of this event here early on in the going there, Phil. A little bit of contact from Daffron, maybe a little bit of unmissed love, I should say, out there for those guys. But we're getting ready to go through, I believe this is what we're going to call the consolation races here tonight, Phil. And those guys get ready to lock and loaded. We already got 12 cars in the feature waiting to decide the rest.
We absolutely do. And it looks like next up on the docket, it looks like we may be doing this old school style. I think we're going with 2 B mains here, as I see 2 cars going to be locked into the C. And no, maybe not. Just alphabet soup. I guess I'll have to get the transcription here and figure it out. But what I do know is it's being billed as a D main. It is going to be 12 laps in length, just like the heat races. And we have a 13-car field on tap here for the D on the pole. Going to be car number 13 of Daniel Worthington, the number 91 car of Keith Orvitz alongside. In the second row, the number 17 of Brandon Bullock with the number 21 car of Jim Revis. In row number 3, the 05 is Max Hanley with the number 14 car of David Strackbean. The number 14 rolling off P6. In the fourth row, the inside is going to be the 85 car of Cole Harvey with the number 78 of Stephen Arandu running off of position number 8. In the ninth starting position will be car number 97. That is Steve Clare with a 711 alongside. That is Terry Joyner. Starting off in position number 11 in our D main will be car number 8. That is Taylor Brashilla with the 55 of James Haney alongside. And scheduled to start from the 13th position will be car number 34 of Malachi Smith. So the call is made for 13. I'm not sure we're going to get all 13 cars out there, but what I do know, they say the top 4 of these guys in the C will transfer their way on into the B main. So I guess I'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those wait-and-see type of atmospheres as we got 9 cars out there here, Phil, that have rolled out to take the green flag here in this event here to take 4 cars into the next feature event here. So we are, indeed, I believe, playing a little bit of alphabet soup, and it's going to be rather interesting to see who's going to make a lot of big names here in this main here, and they're quite a ways out of this one, Phil.
But you see back there, you got guys like Cole Harvey, who's always fast. Terry Joyner's back there. You know, you got a lot of good drivers back there as well. You look up front, you get David Worthington, who's going to bring the field to green as we are green here. D-Main racing action for 12 laps at Knoxville. The field is in turn 1.
Yeah, the D-Main going into the C-Main. Here is the number 21 of Jim Revis now up to the second spot from his 4th starting position as Worthington in the number 13 machine already drop-kicked back to 4th there into the clutches of the 85 of Cole Harvey. Harvey going to have to work his way up through the field too. More contact made. Worthington around, upside down goes to 78. Oh man, some contact back there here for the C-Main. But we are still clean and green, and Jim Revis takes over the lead. He gets around the number 90 or 21 or 91 machine there and able to take over the lead momentarily. And here comes the 05 of Max Hanley to the lead, and now Jim Revis back down to the bottom side. So rather quick things happening up towards the front, Phil.
Well, that's what I do know. It's happening quick. It's too quick to call for us, but what we do know, it's Jim Revis 21 up to lead. Max Hanley in for second. Keith Orvitz in for third. Cole Harvey's 85 fourth, and Taylor Brashilla running at our top 5, but only 4 transfer onto the C main. Only 4, and right now up front it's Jim Revis, Max Hanley, your top 2. They're side by side for third there. That blue car on the inside, the number 91 car of Keith Orvitz racing really good there with the number 85 car of Cole Harvey. The 8 car of Taylor Brashilla running 5th. He's looking to enter that race there, put himself in a transfer spot. The field is in turn 3.
Yeah, good racing going on for the top spot and for that 3rd position right now. Is Cole Harvey right now has the 3rd position. The number 91 machine, Keith Orvitz in the number 85 machine. He is running in that 4th spot, makes more contact there. Looks like with the bottom apron there and flirting with disaster, almost hitting Cole Harvey up into the wall there. With the 05 of Max Hanley really knocking on the door here for the 21 of Jim Revis. And he's all over the rear bumper of the 21 machine coming out of the corner there, Phil. Oh, contact made, and around goes Revis, and Man, that was a jump. If I had to see one down the front straightaway, as he just let him have it.
Yeah, just in the left, got in the left rear corner, just turned the 21 around. And it's Max Hanley going to take the lead up there to turn number 3. But here's the 85 of Cole Harvey. He's going to go down to the low side of Max. Cole Harvey going to take the lead off of 4. But here comes Max Hanley back to the inside as these guys are really going at it here tonight. We've got some slamming going on. That will look like a straight-up dump job. But now a good race for the lead. Slide job there for Cole Harvey. Got Max Hanley off of turn number 2. Give it to Cole down the back chute. But here comes Max. He's going to battle back there on the outside of the 3.
Cole Harvey's got to be careful as Max Hanley. That's got to be going through his mind as he just seen a clean dump job there on the number 21 of Jim Revis. And that's got to be going through his mind as that could take him out of contention there. The 85 machine of Cole Harvey. So back down to the bottom of Max Hanley. Side-by-side battle for that top spot. Hanley right now running in that second spot. 85 of Cole Harvey trying to get back to the lead here, and he's going to do so with a slider here on the 05 of Max Hanley. Hanley back down to the inside there, makes a little bit of a touch there to the number 85 machine, runs right into him again, door slamming him, door checking him through the corner, and man, makes the door wide open there for the 8 of Brashala. Brashala now down to the bottom side, so you got to see what happens here, Phil, as these guys are just rubbing, and they're leaving the door wide open for these other guys, as now up into the wall is the number 05 machine of Hanley, and oh, more contact. The 05 dumps Brashala into the corner.
Wow, that was not cool right there. Not cool at all, as the 8 car got dumped in turn number 4, upside down. Cole Harvey unfortunately going to lead this one to the turn number 3 and 4. As believe this time around we're going to come to 2 to go, and man, I'm really kind of upset for these guys at Third Rock Racing. Just really classless disguise there up there by that Max Hanley car, the 05. That really was a really uncalled for way just into the 8 right there, and spinning the 21. So I hate to call it like we see it, but that's what we do here on Full Velocity TV. Cole Harvey leading the field down the back straightaway. In for second is Keith Orvitz of the 91. Brandon Bullock's number 17 is up to third. It's Max Hanley right now in the 05 running fourth. James Haney, he's on the 5th spot right now. So I know these guys have their hands full over here, but what would I do know, Todd? White flag on the speedway for Cole Harvey here in the D.
Yeah, white flag for Cole Harvey, as Harvey already, the damage has been done by the 05 of Max Hanley. Hanley taking out 2 top contenders here in the C main, but picking up the win here off of turn number 4 is going to be the 85 of Cole Harvey, Keith Orvitz, Brandon Bullock, and now James Haney going to finish in the top 3 there. So, oh man, I just, tough break for some of these drivers there, Phil. Classless slacked by the 05 of Max Hanley here on Full Velocity TV, and oh man, just tough one here all the way around. Feel bad for the Third Rock Racing guys. They didn't deserve something like that.
Yeah, you put all your heart and soul to put a really good event on that for people, and sometimes you just get man, you see displays like that. There's nothing else you can say. It shows out there live on Facebook and YouTube and Twitch TV. You guys can make the call, but it didn't look real good. We'll say that straight and clear. I'm sure you guys will agree. But we'll let bygones be bygones here. Let these guys race on. It's a tough break, though, when you pay your $5 entry fee to have somebody do you wrong like that. It's a tough break. But what I can say, Todd, the C-Main is rolling out to the racetrack with 14 cars out there. And on the pole is going to be car number 87 of Keith Haney with the number 18 car of Chad Bird alongside. In row number 2, the 313 is Wes Wygand with the number 111 of Kyle Moyer on the outside. In the third row, we have Lance Postal aboard car number 42. The number 20 car of Greg Tuberville roll off of a 6th spot. The number 2 car is Chris Beck with the number 105 of Jamie Reed. In the 5th row is going to be the 771 of Brian Neals, the number 40 car of Jason Postal on the outside of the 5th row. And then you have your 4 drivers from that D main, the number 85 of Cole Harvey, the 91 of Keith Orovitz, the 17 of Brandon Bullock, and the 55 car of James Haney. They're going to be your 14 cars here in our C main. Going to be 14 laps of distance, 2 more than we've seen all night. But the common number here, Todd, is going to be 4 into the B main. The top 4 transfer on. This is going to be a lot of fun to watch here. Hopefully a lot cleaner what we saw here in this D main, because we saw some really bad displays there. Hopefully these guys in the C have their head on.
Yeah, I think these guys are going to have their head on square, and they're going to try to get themselves into the B main here, and that's what's going to have to happen. Is I believe we're going to take 4 cars here from the C main to the B main there, Phil. So we'll see what happens here. Keith Hanley, Chad Bird, Wygant again in the number 313, and Moyer. Those are your top 4 here as they sit right now before we get this initial green flag here from iRacing.com. And just waiting for the iRacing.com pace chart to pull off. He indeed does so. Restacked, repacked. We're ready to go. C main style. Green flag is in the air, and we're racing down the front straightaway.
Pretty raggedy start there, too. I'm not sure if the starter held or the pole sitter jumped, but all I do know is pole sitter is around. That off of turn number 2, that is Keith Haney's 87. He is around in a heap on the inside. I don't know if there was any contact there or not. That car got really, really loose. All I do know, off of turn number 4, the race leader this time is going to be the 18 car of Chad Bird. He's going to lead lap 1.
Yeah, Bird came out of that one smelling like roses there. As Chad Bird able to take over the top spot. Look at Lance Postal. Postal was in 10th, Phil. Lance Postal now up to 2nd there, knocking on the door here for the C main victory already, and just trying to get into the B main. Now Kyle Moyer is running in that 3rd spot. Jamie Reed in the 105, he's running 4th. Greg Turberville in the number 20 machine, he is 5th. And Cole Harvey, look at Cole Harvey, Phil, 6th.
Yeah, he is driving his butt off of that 85, too, trying to come from the back of the field here, maybe make his way into the B main, try to make something of his night aboard car number 85. But up front, it is Chad Bird's number 18's race right now. Lance Postal's 42. He is there all over the tire tracks. Good race now going back there for 3rd. Kyle Moyer has the 3rd spot. Jamie Reed's 105 running 4th. Jamie going to look to the inside for 3rd there. They're door-to-door off turn 2.
Great door-to-door battle there for that 3rd spot. Kyle Moyer and Jamie Reed. Reed down to the bottom side there, the 105 slider there in front of the 111 of Moyer. Moyer now going to have to back out of it just a tad bit. The 105 of Jamie Reed down to the top shelf. Will there be a slider exchange here down into turn number 1? Moyer back down to the bottom, drifts up the track. A little bit of contact there with Jamie Reed. Reed and Moyer side by side coming off of turn 2 down the back straightaway.
Now they're good race there for 3rd. These guys up front getting after it too. Lance Postal's 42. Going to try to look to the inside of Chad Bird's number 18. Those guys were door-to-door there for about half a lap. They've sorted it back out, so we go back to that race for the 3rd spot. Kyle Moyer is 111 down low, and look at the run-up high there that number 105 Jamie Reed gets. 105 doing good, but know what's happening there, Todd. Those guys racing hard and heavy side by side. Well, look at that black car, number 85 behind him, Cole Harvey. He's on the outside looking in. He sees those guys racing. That's the best thing you can see if you're out there chasing somebody, is those guys racing side by side.
Yeah, this is what you want to see there, being Cole Harvey. Harvey starting to reel those top guys in there, trying to make it into the B main here. All the way from the D main is the 85 of Harvey. Can he play Alphabet Soup here this evening with us here on Full Velocity TV, Third Rock Racing here at Knoxville Speedway? It's the 85 of Cole Harvey just really starting to reel these guys in. Is he going to be able to do it? That's going to be the thing. We're going to have to keep our eyes out on that number 85 of Cole Harvey. Well, meanwhile, up front, it is the number 18 of Chad Bird, Lance Postal, running in that 2nd spot still. Jamie Reed finally capturing there for the 3rd spot. 4th is still Kyle Moyer. But here comes Cole Harvey diving down to the bottom. He's going to make a race of it for 4th.
Yeah, here comes Cole Harvey to the inside of Kyle Moyer, trying to race for that final transfer spot. Can't quite find the room there off of turn number 4. That race up front starting to happen as well. You've got Bird there with it. Lance Postal's 42. He's peaked high. Now he may look to the low side down the back chute. A little bit of a bump there for the 42. Here comes Jamie Reed into the fray as well. Here comes Lance's 42 to the inside. Gets a little bit loose down there. Lost all the traction. Going to let Chad Bird slide back on by. And here comes Jamie Reed back to the outside. Put Jamie Reed to P2 as they hit turn 1.
And Jamie Reed having a good run there in the 105 machine, moving into position number 2 around the 42 of Lance Postal. Postal got all kinds of out of shape, bent out of shape down the front straightaway, and was able not to gather it back in, but he had to lose a spot to gather that back in. As Lance now up to the top shelf of the Speedway. Battle still raging for that final transfer spot there between the 111 of Kyle Moyer and the 85 machine of Cole Harvey. Harvey still trying really hard. We have 4 laps remaining here, Phil. Can Cole Harvey get around the 111 of Kyle Moyer and make it to the B main?
Well, we'll have to wait and see as Cole looking to the inside off the corner. Going to be 3 laps remaining. 14 laps here, the event distance for the C main as top 4 cars will transfer on out. Up front right now, it is all Chad Bird and car number 18. But look at Jamie Reed. That 105 behind ran down 3 car lengths, just down to half a car length. Now may have a race for the lead. Here comes Jamie Reed. He's looking to the inside, falls back in line, but he is there. That race for the lead is going to happen here off of 4.
Yeah, and you can't count out Lance Postal either in that 42 machine. He's going to be right there to throw a monkey wrench into the side of that one. His popsicle sticks in the air. 2 more trips around the speedway. Lance Postal way up on the top shelf as Jamie Reed now trying to work over the bottom here on Chad Bird. Bird right now still your current race leader. The 105 machine of Jamie Reed still running in that second spot. Still in a good battle going on for that fourth and final transfer spot as we get white silk, white flag in the air. Cole Harvey wants that final transfer spot, trying to wrestle away from Kyle Moyer. Slider here on Kyle Moyer. Moyer fires back down to the inside, Phil.
Sure does. That is a terrific battle there for that final transfer spot. Good battle for the win here for the race into turn number 3. Good race up front there between Chad Bird. You got Postal there. You've got the Jamie Reed's 105. That's a top 3 race to win. We look at the transfer spot. They're in a dead heat at the line. And it looks like by just a whisker, it's going to be Kyle Moyer by 5 thousandths of a second. Kyle Moyer over Cole Harvey. That may be one of the closest finishes we've ever seen here live on Full Velocity TV. 5 thousandths of a second, the difference from Cole Harvey being into the B main to his night ending on the trailer. God, that is tough, but that is great short track racing. Awesome.
Yeah, almost playing the full extent of Alphabet Soup was the 85 of Cole Harvey, but great showing there for the 85 machine as he was able to almost pull off the upset there, coming all the way from the back from the D main. So B main getting ready, getting locked and loaded. 16 laps will be the distance here, Phil.
16 laps, 14 cars going to look for, I believe, is it going to be 14 cars into the feature? That's what it's saying on my screen anyway. So is this a warm-up race? All right, so we'll call this a B main, Todd, but it kind of looks like that 14 drivers start, 14 are going to transfer. I think the entire field may take its way into the main event. So here's the field here for the B main. On the pole is going to be the 319 of David Brewer with the 31 car of Justin Holt alongside. In the second row, the 88 is Dan Guerin with the number 10 car of Lon Franks alongside. In the third row, the number 99 car is Brian Dean with the number 1 car of Ryan Ray alongside. In the fourth row on the inside is going to be the 33 car of Brian Abbott with the number 6 car of Ryan Bronson alongside. Row 5, we find the 15 of Michael Putnam with the 331 of Dustin Hall. And then we find our 4 drivers coming from the C main. The number 105 of Jamie Reed, the 18 of Chad Bird, the 42 of Lance Postal, and the 111 car of Kyle Moyer. So there you have it, 14 drivers, and I believe all 14 are going to transfer on into the main event. So maybe a quick 16-lap test and tune for these guys? Question mark. B-main racing underway here in Knoxville.
Not sure, Phil, as originally scheduled, said 22 drivers go to the A main, so that would put 10 drivers out of here into the feature, but they may have made it bigger here. It may have made it a chance for 26 drivers here in Knoxville, so we're not sure here as the admin staff does a fantastic job. They'll let us know here as the 319 machine is your current race leader. That is David Brewer. Justin Holt in the number 31 machine. He is running second. Great battle, 3 wide battle going on for that position. Here comes Lon Franks up, trying to go up through the middle in that number 10 machine.
All right, what the call is here, Todd, the top 10 are going to transfer onto the A main. So that raggle of race cars heading through turn number 2, that is a big one in there. You see Lon Franks tangled up in the mix in there. You see that race second on back. David Brewer leads. You got Justin Holt back there. Dan Guerin, Ryan Bronson, Lon Franks, Brian Dean, Ryan Ray, those guys all in there. Top 10 are going to transfer with that race for second on through 6th. Those guys are leaning on each other for the opening lap, but here on lap number 3, race into turn number 3, it is Alex Brewer in the lead there. David Brewer, the 319, he leads the field off of 4.
Yeah, you guys are watching that battle going on. We're watching a battle through the middle portion of the pack. Man, there's some contact back here. The number 1 machine of Ryan Ray up on the outside wall. This is not Knoxville. This is well, it is Knoxville. It's not Knoxville DTR or DTR2 where you can wall ride. That does not help you here at iRacing. I'm going to tell you that right now, because I've spent a lot of time on that wall, and that one is trying so hard to stay into the top 10. You want to get there. As the number 18 of Chad Bird is holding on to that final transfer spot as of right now, Phil. And this is a whole gaggle of cars wrestling away there for 10 cars to make it to the A main out of the B main.
That is a really good race going on up here, Todd. Focused up here for that race around that second spot. You've got right now being held by that number 31 of Justin Holt, but you've got the 88 of Dan Garrett in there. Ryan Bronson, that Speedway number 6, making it happen to the low side. Ryan picking up some spots. You got Lon Franks back there with a 10 car. Those guys all going at it for second on back. Holt has it, but here comes Bronson. And now Lon Franks may look to make it 3 wide off of 4 there for the runner-up spot.
And trying to make it 3 wide for the runner-up spot is the number 10, the machine of Lon Franks. Lon Franks having a good run there, Phil. We're almost 3 wide once again through the corner. And just watching the final transfer spot go through here, and you can see this whole gaggle of cars. They're pretty close together as the number 319 is just checked out and left the rest of these cars behind him, just watching this race and watching the fantastic racing going on. Look at Jamie Reed in the 105 machine. Remember, he came from the C main, and he's working his way up through the B main in that 105 machine, currently running 7.
Yeah, he's picking them off real good into 7th, and may look for more as those guys starting to get through 3 wide, almost through the back straightaway. Jamie Reed's got Dan Garrett up in front of him. You got Brian Dean's 99 there locked around. Here comes Reed to the inside, making that a 3-way dance, racing for 5th. That may be the 105's battle to win. Him and the 88 car alongside. Jamie Reed is just cutting through the field like a warm knife through butter. 105 car up to P5 off of 2.
Yeah, just watching these guys fight tooth and nail. And, man, I tell you, Jamie Reed, like you said, Phil, and we've reiterated that he's doing a fantastic job just working over the bottom side here. Look at Ryan Bronson, the number 6 machine, man. Running in that second spot, able to get around the 31 of Justin Holt in the number 31 machine. So the 6 of Ryan Bronson trying to run away and hide, trying to do what the 319 of David Brewer did. But just remember, every position gained here in the B main is going to start you that further up in the A main there. That's where the money pays out here on Full Velocity TV tonight for these Third Rock Racing guys. Fantastic race going on here throughout the B main. Just watching, we're going to take a look through here. Looks like the final transfer position right now belongs to the number 42 machine of Lance Postal. Postal holding on to the final transfer here of the top 10.
Yeah, he's got a couple of car lengths there over Michael Putnam and Chad Bird back there as well. But up front, it is all number 319. David Brewer has driven away from these guys by, well over 2 seconds as they head toward turn 1 and 2. 319 leading the number 6 of Ryan Bronson. Justin Holt 3rd. Lon Franks in for 4th. Jamie Reed is 5th with Dan Guerin 6th. Brian Dean in for 7th. Ryan Ray is 8th. Dustin Hall is 9th. And it's Lance Postal. He has that coveted top 10 position, but it is all David Brewer in the 319 as we're getting down here to 4 laps to go in the B main. Now 3 laps to go here. 319 is checked out. Bronson is clear of that race for 2nd. Now the battle is there for 3rd with Lon Franks to the bottom of the Justin Holt number 31. They're door-to-door for 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Lon Franks down to the bottom here immediately. And that number 10 machine trying to get around the 31 of Justin Holt, and not able to do so far. And, man, I almost seen a big wreck there down towards the back there between the 1 of Ryan Ray and the number 99 of Brian Dean. Those guys almost had a huge wreck there on the front straightaways. Those guys getting out of shape, but Lon Franks still battling hot and heavy there for that 3rd spot. Nice side-by-side battle as they come off of turn number 4. It is going to be 2 laps remaining here around Knoxville Raceway for B main feature here for the 319 machine of David Brewer, Ryan Bronson, Lon Franks, and Justin Holt.
Well, I'll tell you what, David Brewer may not get a cash payout with the 319 here tonight, but he deserves something out there. How about a Stars donation for David Brewer in the 319? That is a good old-fashioned ass-kicking he is given right now in the B main. White flag here at the line for the 319 of David Brewer. Ryan Bronson there for 2nd. The race is on. for third on back with Lon Franks to the inside of Justin Holt. The 105 of Jamie Reed there running fifth. I don't know if the 105, he may have had the award for passing the most cars here tonight, but through 3 and 4, this time checkered flag going to go in the air. Give the B main win to David Brewers, 319. It's going to be Ryan Bronson in for second. Third at the line is going to belong to Justin Holt. Lon Franks in for fourth. Jamie Reed fifth. Ryan Ray sixth. Brian Dean seventh. Lance Postal eighth. Dan Guerin ninth. And Michael Putnam's number 15. He's going to round out your top 10. So there you have it, guys. Top 10 into the A main. We have 22 cars. Going to sort it up here for 55 laps here live on Full Velocity TV. We're going to pause here for a brief minute, catch our breath, take a drink. We'll be back here live, Full Velocity TV from Knoxville.
Green flag, everybody.
Gonna be a wreck behind you, gonna be a wreck behind you.
So I don't know what to do.
Somebody put oil down. We're on the fence.
Are they flagging it? Flag, white flag. Clear, click. Man, this is it, check a flag.
Don't say I didn't warn you. I know things no one knows.
Evil One Graphics specializes in iRacing wraps, promo ads, and banners for all your sim racing needs. From a new custom look on the track to a new look for your site, E1G is your place. Want to promote a special event or series for your league? E1G can make that custom promo ad you're looking for. With attention to high detail, great service, and reasonable prices, E1G is here to serve you. Evil One Graphics, they're not only good, they're evil.
CNC Racing Designs, your one-stop shop for an all-new customized iRacing wrap from the best in the business. It don't matter if it's for getting there on the asphalt or where the real men play, down in the dirt. CNC Racing Designs has you covered. Anything from street stocks to sprint cars, stock cars to off-road trucks, custom logos, or just a sweet new sexy ride. Look no further than CNC Racing Designs. Be the best in show while winning all the dough. CNC Racing Designs. Hell yeah. And your starting liner for tonight's Cash Bash, presented by Third Rock Racing League, Street Stocks for the Knoxville Raceway. On the pole will be car number 03 of Barrett Bishop with the number 12 car of Eric Eichstadt alongside. In row number 2, the number 84, E.J. Jones, and alongside of the number 49, that is Jack Hanley. In the third row on the inside, the number 71 car, the Iceman, Daniel Stifler, with the number 46 car of Bailey Hipp. In row number 4 will be car number 82 of William Fassage with the number 96 car, Nick Dafford alongside. In row number 5 on the 07, Weave Nation rolls off next. That's Howard Weaver, and alongside of him in the number 93, that is Zane Yost. In row number 6 on the inside, the 36 car is Alex Brewer with the number 09 of Joshua Ely alongside. B-Main winner rolls off next aboard car number 13, that is David Brewer with the number 6 car of Ryan Bronson. The number 31 car of Justin Holt starts next with the number 10 car of Lon Franks. The number 105 is Jamie Reed. The number 1 car is Ryan Ray with the number 99 of Brian Dean. The 42 is Lance Postal. The 88 car is Dan Guerin. And rounding out our field here, 22 cars. Shotgun on the field is going to be the number 331 of Dustin Hall. Off at turn number 4, Todd, we are green flag racing. 55 laps tonight here in Knoxville.
Yeah, green flag is out there, and we're racing with the Barrett Bishop to the top spot. The number 12 machine of Eric Eichstadt to second. Nice battle going on for that third spot. It's E.J. Jones down to the bottom there. And the number 84, the 49 of Jack Hanley up top. Side-by-side battle here as we cross the start finish line. Leading lap number 1 is going to be Barrett Bishop. Eric Eichstadt's going to start in that second spot. Third is going to be the number 84 of E.J. Jones. And fourth right now, Jack Hanley. Daniel Stifler up to fifth there in the number 71.
All right, so they race in a turn number 3, and I want to bring you guys up to speed. The timing and scoring on our screen does say 100 laps, but the distance here is going to be 55. They will throw the yellow flag out there. This race will end at lap 55. I guess the iRacing Beta UI was giving these guys fits, getting everything set up here, so it threw a whole lot of stuff for a loop. These guys tonight have had to scramble. Guys at Third Rock have done an amazing job, but it is a 55-lap feature event. Working lap number 3 into turns number 3 and 4. It is all Barrett Bishop's 03 up front. Eric Eichstadt in for 2. It is E.J. Jones, number 84, third. Jack Hanley's 49 is fourth. And then a good side-by-side battle for position number 5 there between the number 71 of Daniel Stifler and Bailey Hipp's 46. We've seen Bailey do this in the heat race, Todd. That 46 is hooked up, and he's got that bottom line rolling.
Yeah, definitely. Bailey Hipp's got that bottom line rolling, like you said there, Phil. Nice side-by-side battle there with Daniel Stifler. A lot of DWR guys here tonight. Howard Weaver now into the fray, too. He's about 6 right now in that 07 machine, so he is doing a fantastic job, too, just trying to hold his own here against a lot of these street stock guys who race each and every night on the circuits here with the street stock division, especially these DWR guys. 1, 2, 3 right now. Those guys that run DWR on a every night occasion, Wednesdays and Sundays, you see these guys in the street stock divisions just going to town here. But Howard Weaver starting to make up some positions. He got around the 71 machine of Daniel Stifler.
He sure did. He is marching up to the backside of the 46 car of Bailey Hipp, running in the 5th spot. But up there in the top 4, you see Jack Hanley's 49 trying to make a muscle move around E.J. Jones. E.J.'s usually one up there racing for the lead, but he's running 3rd. Jack Hanley in for 4th. That race going on for 5th between Bailey Hipp and the 46 and Howard Weaver's 07. Those guys are there. Also a side-by-side battle behind them. That is Nick Dafford's 96 car to the inside of Daniel Stifler. That's a great race going on there from position 7, Todd, off of turn 4.
And Dafford around, so isn't the 09 machine. That's going to bring out our first yellow flag here of the evening in Knoxville, Phil. Oh, man, the 96 of Dafford around in a knot there, and that also included the 09 machine, I should say, of Josh Ely involved in this one.
All right, so caution flag for the first time here tonight at Knoxville, the Cash Bash for the guys over at the Third Rock Racing League. You guys are tuned in right here live tonight. Full Velocity TV, you guys have been great all night long. That Facebook Live chat has been great all evening long. It looks like YouTube's been pretty good as well. I see a lot of guys have tuned in over there. Thank you for the watchers over there as well. And also over on Twitch TV, you guys doing a great job, out there. This is great to see all you guys out there watching. Appreciate that. Like us, Share us, follow us, subscribe, interact, whatever we can do. Donate via Stars donations, guys. Stars donations help us do a lot of great things here at Full Velocity TV. An all-new website about to be unveiled. A lot of work going on there behind the scenes. A lot of great equipment, equipment upgrades, the new main PC that powers Full Velocity TV. Stars donations, guys. These things go a long way. Let us feel the love out there tonight, live on Facebook Live. And got to thank all the guys out there at Third Rock Racing League for bringing this awesome event to life, the Cash Bash. Top 3 racing for money here tonight. Everybody out here was a $5 entry fee. So they're out here racing for cash, prizes, prestige. We're getting ready to lock and load here. Off of turn number 4, the lights are going to stay on atop the iRacing.com page truck. They should go out this time around as race control getting some less clerical stuff there done. So it allows us to talk to you guys and maybe even eventually pay some bills. And thank all our great sponsors out here. Because, Todd, we do have a lot of great sponsors that do a lot for us here at Full Velocity TV.
We definitely do have a lot of great sponsors here on Full Velocity TV. Third Rock Racing has a lot of great sponsors that help them get here too, and you've seen those here live on the splash screen here to start this event here tonight. So a lot of great sponsors all the way around from Full Velocity and Third Rock Racing. So iRacing.com page track going to pull in. We're going to go back to green flag racing off of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. And we're racing down the front straightaway as Barrett Bishop leading the charge. Here comes the number 12 machine of Eric Eichstadt down to the bottom side. The number 84 of E.J. Jones also working over the bottom. Here comes the 49 and Jack Hanley. Hanley to the top shelf of the speedway. He's going to try to make something happen, try to split up the top 3 DWR guys. These guys just going to town.
They sure are. Eric Eichstadt looking to the low side of Barrett Bishop for the race lead off of 4, but Barrett uses that big motor aboard that 03 to carry it through off of 4. Now it's a turn 1 and 2. Eichstadt to the middle. E.J. Jones going to peek down low. He may lose that run there as here comes Jack Hanley upside in the 49. Bailey Hips 46 car there as well. So what was a move for E.J. Jones for the lead is now a race for his life. Holding on for the 3rd spot. Jack Hanley up high, racing there alongside.
Yeah, these guys no slouches. Daniel Stifler out of the line. Great save by the number 71 machine. Got to say that. One, as you've seen him, got way out of line there. Knocked right out of line is the Iceman. And he's still getting no love back there for the number 71 machine. And he's sideways again down the back straightaway. But meanwhile, back up front, the battle for the 3rd spot still waging here with the number 84 of E.J. Jones to the bottom side. The number 49 machine of Jack Hanley was up top. There's yellow flag going to fly here for the 2nd time this evening. So that's going to repack this field. This time, going to start in 3rd. It's going to be Jack Hanley.
Absolutely. This one's stacked up toward the back of the field, Todd. A couple of cars involved. Looked like a good hard-nosed 3-wide racing back there. I think it was Justin Holt back there in the number 31. I believe it was David Brewer's 319, Ryan Ray in the 1 car. Those guys were all going at it really hard back there, 3 wide off the exit of 2, and I think that's where the contact may have started. Caution flag here for the 2nd time here in our 55-lap main event, working lap number 16. I'll let Todd go to work down there in the Full Velocity TV booth. As God, my voice started to go. Todd's already lost his. Mine's starting to go. It's been a long week here, both battling sinus infections. The cold weather, the snow in the Northeast really did some damage to us this week as well. So we're battling through it. No worse for the wear. The beasts of the Northeast live right here on Full Velocity TV. And here is Todd Stanton with our replay.
Already got to show the replay there quickly, Phil, as I try to do it as quickly as we can here on Full Velocity TV so we don't miss a minute of the racing action. And the field's already restacked, repacked. Replay is already done there, but it looked like just a chain reaction effect there for the number 31 of Justin Holt, and then the 319 of David Brewer was also involved in that one. So, they got a little bit out of shape. Overcorrection happened. 319 came up and hit the 6, but the 6 kept going there. Ryan Bronson, 319 not so lucky as he glanced off that and went around there in front of the number 31 of Justin Holt, so he had nowhere to go here. So, just one of those types of racing deals that happens here at Knoxville.
Certainly does. It looks like the field going to come back to racing here off of turn number 4. iRacing.com pace truck going to surrender its way for cover to the infield, and that's going to put the field back over to the 03 of the Barrett Bishop, who jumps hard on that loud pedal. Green flag back in the air. He gets a great breakaway from a 12 car of Eric Eichstadt. Jack Hanley's 49 now back to the bottom. Barrett Bishop, Todd, now by 2-3 car lengths God, that accelerator. He timed that start beautifully. 03 car out to the lead in 3.
Yeah, trying to pick up a win here on 2019 here on Full Velocity TV. Another big win here for Barrett Bishop. This would be here as he comes down the front straightaway, flashes by that start-finish line. We are on lap 19 of 55. Like you said, 100 on the screen, but we're only racing 55 laps here tonight. So the checker will come out on lap 55.
It sure will. These guys over here, Keith Haney, the entire group at Third Rock Racing, doing an awesome job here tonight, guys. You may have seen classless displays on the racetrack through the D-Main, but these guys doing an awesome job. A lot of guys coming up on hand to help. You know, a lot of the leaders of the iRacing dirt community coming together, giving Keith a hand and trying to keep all the carnage and the mayhem. If you're out here with just wanting to make a name at somebody else's expense, it's not going to happen here tonight at Third Rock Racing. And right here on live on Full Velocity TV, we see any BS out there, we're not shy to call it out because we don't answer to nobody but ourselves and our great clients out there. So we'll stick with it here. It's off of turn number 4 as we put lap number 21 now up onto the scoreboard. It is 03 of Barrett Bishop leading the field over Eric Eichstadt. Good race going on for third between Bailey Hips and the 46. The 84 is E.J. Jones. Howard Weaver now up to 5th. The race going on for 6th on back, Todd. That is wild as they exit turn 4.
Yeah, Howard Weaver was in the middle of that one and was able to get around these guys and able to put some separation between himself and the number 36 machine of Alex Brewer. Jack Hanley way back there now. So almost a 4-wide battle now going on for that 6th spot there. Daniel Stifler way down on the bottom side in that 71 machine. So those guys putting on a whale of a show here for 6th position on back. So great race going on there as the 93 of James Yost is starting to come up through the field too. As he was another guy that put on a well of a battle there with that number 46 of Bailey Hip. So we'll see what happens if he does catch Bailey Hip, but as of right now, it is all Barrett Bishop. Eric Eichstadt running in that 2nd spot. 3rd is E.J. Jones now. Bailey Hip running 4th. Howard Weaver up to 5th in that 07 machine. 6th is Alex Brewer. William Visit is 7th in the number 82. The 49 of Jack Hanley, James Yost, and the 71 of Daniel Stifler round out your top 10.
And those names you're calling out in the back part of the top 10, Todd, those guys are locked in. Some of the best racing all over the racetrack. 3-wide racing, 4-wide racing. It is happening all over Knoxville tonight. Hope you guys out there watching Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV are enjoying the show just as much as we are doing it here live on Full Velocity TV into turn number 1. It's been all Barrett Bishop here through the first 25 laps of the main event. But now caution flag on the speedway is somebody lost it in the back of the field, and I'm not sure who it was because I heard it there through the race chatter. Somebody was screaming out there in a heat, but they lost control, and this puts us under yellow for the 3rd time. Todd may catch this long before I do, but definitely somebody got loose, and somebody was apologetic right away. Somebody went around, and nonetheless, I'm not sure what the picture's going to show, but all I do know, 26 of 55 on the board, yellow flag number 3 falls at Knoxville.
Yeah, indeed, it's going to be a 319 machine of David Brewer going for a spin here off the bumper here, the 33, and up into the number 18 machine of Chad Bird. And then he calls for a tow truck rather quickly because he knows those leaders are coming there, Phil.
Well, you hate to be that guy who's on the racetrack, not calling the tow, and to be just completely railed by the leader, maybe destroying the leader tonight. You've ever been that guy? I've been that guy before. Nothing sucks worse than that. And I think he did the right thing by just calling the tow truck before any more carnage went out there. So that puts us under the 3rd time here. Caution at Knoxville. So we did a lot about this tonight, but let's thank our sponsors out there. There are a lot of people do a lot of great things for us here live at Full Velocity TV. First off, we need to thank our buddy Brendan Spatafora from Spatafora Firearms. This guy does a great service for us, and he has a tremendous website, guys. If you're out there searching for a new firearm or want to accessorize an existing one or, you know, ammo, whatever else you may need, check out his website, SpataforaFirearms.com. He's got everything you can want there, all the best makes and models, everything you could possibly want. Check his website out, SpataforaFirearms.com. Also going to thank the guys over at Evil One Graphics, Mr. Jim Revis, all the great work he does. Tremendous iRacing car wraps. Look him up. Evil One Graphics are not only good, they are evil. Also going to thank our buddies over at DirtSeries.com. Do a lot for us here on Full Velocity TV. We broadcast their randomizer challenge here every Monday night, and we'll be back on the airwaves with them next Thursday night with the Indoor Nationals on the Chili Bowl, which is going to be a lot of fun. Dirt-series.com is how you look those guys up. Look up Dirt Series here in the iRacing simulation. Come out and race with them. That's just part of what goes on here at Full Velocity TV. We'll talk more about all the rest of the stuff going on, but we're back to Green Flag Racing. 4 wide for the race lead off of 2 at Knoxville.
Yeah, Green Flag is out, and it is a melee up front, I could say, as the 07 of Howard Weaver was way down on the bottom side. I thought he was going to make something happen there. He was down there. I thought he could make his stick. If he could make his stick, he would have been in second there in that 07 machine, but he settles back in there behind the number 84 of E.J. Jones, now fighting side by side there for fourth. Is the 07 of Howard Weaver and the 84 of E.J. Jones. Bailey Hipp is now up into second. He slides up in front of the number 12 machine of Eric Eichstedt, so he's splitting these guys up rather quickly. As now Bailey Hipp now tries to go for the lead. Bear Bishop hasn't had somebody right there knocking on the door, but this time he does. The 46 of Bailey Hipp.
And that 46 of Bailey Hipp is just running up there up front. He has split the difference between Barrett Bishop and Eric Eichstedt. Eric going to try to fight back in the top shelf of the racetrack. Not sure that was wise. He opens the door there for the 84 car of E.J. Jones. E.J. going to slide there to the bottom, but it is all Barrett Bishop up front, but he's been relatively unchallenged all night long, but he needs to look out the rearview mirror. 46 car Bailey Hipp, he is coming. He's going to look to the low side. He's to the left rear off of 2.
As they go down the back straightaway, Bailey Hipp now dives down to the bottom side, trying to get around the number 3 machine of Barrett Bishop. Barrett Bishop still holding on to the top spot. Eric Eichstedt way up on the top shelf of the Speedway number 12 machine, trying to get those ponies a-rocking up top. There at the number 12, not able to do so far. The 84 of E.J. Jones now working over the bottom. Side-by-side battle for that third spot. Don't count out Howard Weaver either. In that number 07 machine, he is starting to lurk here in the wings, waiting for one of these guys to make a mistake.
He certainly is. The 07 running in 5th and running that middle groove of the racetrack. You see cars sprinting high, cars diving low. Weaver running right in the middle there in the 07, up in the top 5. Good race going on as those guys look 3 wide through 1 and 2. Now caution on the speedway. Caution through it looks like the entrance of turn number 1. Those guys all going at it. They're digging for every ounce of real estate for position, and I can hear from the admins there the anguish. Those guys really getting after it, and just a good, hard racing wreck there into turn number 1. Looks like it may have got the likes of, I think, Chad Bird's back there. I think Justin Holt's back there to name just a few. I know it was a little bit of a, not sure what I call it, a parking lot, but it was definitely slow moving through turn 1 and 2. So 35 of 55 up on the board. We got less than 20 laps to go. 4th caution flag of the night. Here's Todd with a Full Velocity TV replay.
You already showed it there quickly there, Phil, as it looked like just a little bit of innocent contact there, and collected a couple drivers. Not a huge parking lot over there. Is just enough to bring out the yellow flag. Those guys got righted. The ship is righted, and we're about ready to go back to green flag racing here, Phil.
Shouldn't be too long at all, as I apologize. My delay tonight is not really good on point, as you risked on the money with those replays. This is why this guy is the best of the business here. Not only the best color guy in the business and my partner of 5+ years, but on the controls, the absolute best of the best here. Todd Stanton runs the show here, Full Velocity TV. My longtime partner, the Beast of the Northeast, we call ourselves, Todd and Phil. They're doing this a long time, back to NR 2003. We got a long catalog. Check us out Facebook on our Facebook page. Go check out our YouTube archive as well. We've been around for a long time doing a lot of great things. We got a whole lot more to come. 2019 scheduling out in a big way here live on Full Velocity TV. You want to get a hold of us, get your league live on the airwaves, take it to the big time like we do up here. Get a hold of us right through our Facebook portal, Full Velocity TV, or dropping us an old school email, fullvelocitytv@gmail.com. And also, if you'd like to sponsor us here, you want to put your logo, your name on our product out here, let us present you each and every night. We can talk about sponsorship as well, right through the same panels there, through our Facebook portal or by email, fullvelocitytv@gmail.com. Or if you just want to make us a good, simple donation, no better way to do so there. Stars donations, got to thank Joshua Peacock. He put 200 stars out there earlier. Thanks, Josh, for doing that. Come on and be a part of the Full Velocity team. Stars donations on Facebook Live as we're betting back to Green Flag Racing. Truck is in. Green flag is unfurled. Barrett Bishop leading Bailey Hipp in a turn 1 and 2. 46 car down to the low side, looking for the lead for the first time.
trying to pull a slider on Barrett Bishop, not able to do so far. But Bailey Hip right there on the bottom side there to the middle groove, trying to make something happen here on Barrett Bishop. Bishop trying to slam the door shut down the front straightaway here as laps are starting to wind down here as we're on lap 39 of 55, and Bailey Hip down to the bottom once again here, side-by-side battle for the lead. This is the most pressure that Barrett Bishop has had here this evening at Knoxville. Down the back straightaway, it's still Barrett Bishop just barely edging him out here to turn 3.
A caution flag going to be flawless again here now on lap number 39, so we're only getting some short bursts from here. Bishop, that may have showed the cars of the 46 car of Bailey Hip as those guys really were going at it good for the race lead, and I want to see how this thing goes in the closing laps as we're getting down to under 15 laps to go. This one's been a great one. Hope you guys out there watching tonight here live on Full Velocity TV have really enjoyed the show. This race has been just tremendous. The whole night's been cool. It's been, you know, we've seen some chaos. We've seen some classical sacks. We've seen a lot of great racing. Third Rock Racing League doing it out here in a terrific way here tonight. The Cash Bash is a smash out there. This is a fun one. But Todd, another caution flag. I know you've been quick with them. What do you got for us?
I already showed a couple different angles of the replay there, Phil, live on the screen. So the 42 was involved in this one. It was the 42 of Lance Postal and the 09 machine of Josh Ely. Those guys both involved in that. Innocent spins there, a little bit of contact, a little bit of front end damage on both those machines, but they're going to be able to join and go on their merry way.
Todd, you're getting a little bit too fast with these replays. I'm proud of you, dude. You're really on the money, on the ball with it. You know, we don't communicate, guys. We do this on the fly. There's no back channel. There's no whispers. There's no anything. It's just feel of being together in this marriage here with Todd for a long time. Here's a broadcast partner. We get a feel and a sense of what it takes for time. But this guy tonight, he is on the money. He's showing you guys replays before I even know they're even to the screen. So hats off to you, Todd. That's why you're the best. That's why Full Velocity TV is going to the moon the way we are. So off of turn number 2, it looks like the lights are extinguished. A TopDIRacing.com pace truck. He is going to duck for cover. 13 laps remaining. Your race leader, car number 84 of E.J. Jones, now up front. Oh, hold on. I'm down on the saying. It's the 03 of Barrett Bishop. Bailey Hip running second. E.J. Jones third. Eric Eichstadt fourth. Howard Weaver running fifth. Sixth is Alex Brewer with Zane Yost seventh. William Visage is eighth. Nick Dafford ninth. And Jack Hanley's 49. That's your top 10. We're back to green at Knoxville. 13 laps remaining.
Barrett Bishop was able to get out to a pretty good start there. No 03 machine. He kind of knew what Bailey Hip was going to do. I should say hipster, but it's LD Bailey Hip there. The 46 machine is you look at his car and he does look kind of psychedelic out there, that 46. But running in that second spot, third is the number 84, BJ Jones. Eric Eichstadt still holding on to that fourth spot. Howard Weaver makes a little bit of contact with Eichstadt there down the front straightaway here into turn number 3. Weaver now trying to get up inside the top 5. He's trying to get to fourth now in that 07 machine. Nice side-by-side battle between him and Eichstadt.
And I'm just watching this battle going on behind. It's 3 wide there with guy, you got Weaver there. Eichstadt's in there. Who is that in the middle? Was trying to get the view there. These guys just moving all over the place. 3 wide. That's Zane Yost, 93 in the middle of that 3 wide battle. That's racing for the 4th spot. Barrett Bishop, Bailey Hip racing for the lead off at 2. They're 3 wide for 4th. I don't know where to take this battle at Knoxville, Todd. They are racing all over the hell out of this place. Just did see a little bit of contact there off of turn number 2. Saw a 49 of Jack Hanley up in the outside wall with a little bit of help there, but those guys kept it straight. They keep rolling. That's outside the top 10, but getting down to the nitty-gritty here. 8 laps remaining. Bailey Hip now our new race leader over Barrett Bishop. E.J. Jones is third. Now put Howard Weaver to fourth, and Nick Dafford for the first time. He peaks the 96 car to the top 5. Does Nick Dafford have what it takes to win here this Cash Bash? Off of turn number 4, Bailey Hip and Barrett Bishop, they exchanged the lead a couple of times. Give it to the 03 now off of 4.
Yeah, the 03 of Barrett Bishop now with the lead way up to the top side of the speedway around Bailey Hip. Hip now to the bottom of the 03 machine. Side-by-side battle coming off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Hip trying to pull a slider. Not going to be clear enough there for that 46 machine. The 03 of Bear Bishop going to drive it really hot and heavy. Coming off of turn number 4. At the line, it should be the 03 machine. Nope, it's going to be this 46 machine just barely. Bailey Hip, but here comes the 84 BJ Jones. He's into the fray.
Oh, EJ is definitely there. Those two guys leaning on each other up front. That is what the 84 to the race. Those three guys have driven away from the rest of the field. That race going on for fourth has been really good as well. And now this big gap the top three has, it is all gone as we have one car upside down in turn 3. Yellow flag on the speedway on lap number 50. Holy cow.
We're already showing you what happens here on the screen, and man, what a ride did Zane Yost go for in that number 93 machine as he made contact with the 36, and they just pile in from there. And the 36 did a roof dance here, and around in circles, and not he goes. So him and the number 93 machine went for a whale of a ride here, Phil, at Knoxville, and they rode the wall. Man, just I'm surprised there wasn't more cars involved in this one.
No, that was pretty big. These guys are getting after it, but some of it's really kind of been unnecessary here tonight. I could hear race control. Keith Haney did a terrific job. The guys from Third Rock, a hell of an event these guys put on. There's a lot of guys having a good time out there. There's some good racing. We're having a good time. I know some of these guys have really made a jackass and a monkey out of the event, but we really appreciate Keith's effort here tonight. Hope you guys out there live on Full Velocity TV appreciate this as well. As I think we've all been on the end of nights like this where you got your best intentions and sometimes things just don't happen for you. But let's see these last, 3 or 4 laps out there in a big way here tonight. Is 52 on the board. We're going to have a good old-fashioned, how it looks like 2 to 3 lap shootout to settle it here tonight in Knoxville. Bailey Hip and Barrett Bishop, they're going to be your front row. EJ Jones, Howard Weaver in row 2. Jamie Reed, Eric Eichstadt, Lon Franks, Brian Dean, Nick Daffern, Ryan Bronson. Can you ask for a better top 10 through these closing laps? Strap yourself in. This is going to be crazy.
Restacked, repacked, reloaded. Green flag is in the air here in Knoxville Raceway, and we're racing down the front straightaway. It's the 46 machine of Bailey Hip down to the bottom side immediately to the top shelf of the speedway. It is Barrett Bishop. He's going to try to get a run that he can there in the 03 machine, but Bailey Hip able to hold on down the back straightaway.
Got a 2-car lengths there over Barrett Bishop into turn number 3. Barrett up in the wall. He may lose a couple of spots here. He opened that gaggle of race cars down low. EJ Jones is there. Howard Weaver's 07 is there. How many spots does Barrett Bishop lose? He hit that wall off of 4, lost all his momentum. As they sorted all back there for second on back, Bailey Hip is driving away down the backstretch. Todd, next time around, it's going to be white flag from the starter stand for Bailey Hip.
Yeah, it's going to be a white flag for that number 46 of Bailey Hip, able to get around Barrett Bishop here late in the going. Bishop going to try everything he can to throw at him, including that kitchen sink here on the last lap here in Knoxville. Into turn number 1, it is all Bailey Hip so far. Can Barrett Bishop mount a charge as they enter the back straightaway?
Does not look like he's going to do so much. 3 or 4 car lengths into turn number 3 for the final time. Off of turn number 4. Bailey Hip on a 4. He's going to take down the win of the Third Rock Cash Bash. Over the number, looks like it is going to be Bailey Hip in victory lane. Barrett Bishop going to hold on for second. EJ Jones third. Howard Weaver fourth. And Eric Eichstadt a top 5. Great race there. Tremendous drive for Bailey Hip's over 46 ton. A new winner of the Full Velocity TV victory lane. Bailey Hip wins this first annual Third Rock Racing League Cash Bash.
Yeah, a guy that we have not mentioned here on Full Velocity TV at whatsoever. I have never seen Bailey Hip out here in a street stock race. Maybe we seen him there at the Gobbler 100, Phil, but this is the first time I've seen him here. And he's going to be really proud of this win. I can guarantee you that on Full Velocity TV, he is already doing 360s on the front straightaway. Let's have him. Let's hear it for the 46 machine of Bailey Hip taking down the win here at Full Velocity TV. Third Rock Racing, Knoxville Speedway. My voice is gone. It's been gone. I'm out of here to victory lane.
All right. Well, we'll let you get down there and get that to that, and we'll see if we can't talk to any of our top three down there. Bailey Hip's going to drive it into victory lane. Barrett Bishop's going to be in for second. And our buddy E.J. Jones is going to finish up here tonight live in the top three. So hopefully we can talk to all three. I know we got E.J. down there. Bailey is down there. And I'm hoping we can find our second place finisher out there, number 03, Barrett Bishop. We know what Barrett would say out there, but we hope to get him here live on Full Velocity TV. So we'll run down here. We'll find our old buddy, Carver 83, Mr. E.J. Jones. We'll pull him up into the conversation here. It's been a lot of times we talked to EJ in victory lane, but this time it's in a different race, a different scenario. EJ Jones finishing up third here tonight in the Third Rock Cash Bash. There was a whole lot of everything out here tonight, but overall, 84 car of the top three. That's a good ride for you there, brother.
Man, that was a lot of close racing there up front, and there was quite a bit of seemed like the entire race. $5 or, I'm not going to make anything at all at this point.
Well, hey, just to go out there tonight and race for the cash. I mean, you guys usually do this for street fights and race for pride and prestige on the victory lane. They go a little bit of green out there. How's that change the complexion of how you drive these cars? Or how does that make you watch the mirror of these guys behind you that they may take an unnecessary chance, knowing there's some dough at stake?
Luckily, starting up front, they kind of were able to stay away from all the carnage that was happening in the B's and the C's and all the carnage that happened in the A. So definitely one of the important things is qualifying up front, especially in like a fixed race like this. You can get up front, you can kind of stay out of trouble basically, and that's definitely something that always helps.
Well, it certainly does. You put that 84 car up on the top three. Had a terrific night there, EJ. You know how this works. Usually a victory lane, but we know there's a party down here anywhere you're involved in. So we're going to toss you the mic one more time. You know how this works. Friends, family, sponsors. We know your drill out there. We know who's going to say hello to. But for a new audience, try it on again. Take the microphone and talk to the people.
First off, I want to thank these guys at Third Rock for putting on this race. I know they put one on earlier at they put one on at Eldora at the start of the year. Decided to run it and had a pretty good time. So decided to run this one, especially since it was at Knoxville, since this is one of my better tracks. And can't say enough about these guys promoting it. I mean, definitely there was probably a few things need to be worked on, but it's all a learning process. And I had a blast. I'm sure a lot of the other guys did as well. So hats off to the guys at Third Rock for putting this on. Also got to thank the guys at DWR as well. Sunday night and Wednesday night races are always a blast there in that group. Also got to thank Eichstätt Motorsports for the stripper rap with the Michelob, and that pretty much kind of describes about how I am in my life right now. Say hey to my are watching it as well tonight. Also got to thank other friend Peter Delavan. And if not, hi Mom. Also, you guys at Full Velocity for doing these broadcasts for us every week as well. It's definitely have a fun time doing it. So hopefully next time we can the big money and not finish, bridesmaid or third or whatever place we keep finishing. It seems like.
Exactly right. Well, EJ, brother, on behalf of all of us here at Full Velocity TV, congratulations, brother. Party it down. We'll join you down here shortly in the post-race show. But third place, we'll see it happening again.
The strippers are out. We got everything on the grill tonight: hamburgers, hot dogs, bratwurst. Everyone come over. We're gonna party till the sun rises, and I have to go to work in the morning, so it's gonna be a party.
All right. Well, make sure it's water down there for Todd, because that brother's going to need it down there. Maybe me as well. But that's EJ Jones, folks. Third place finish here tonight in the Third Rock Racing Cash Bash aboard Carver 84. We'll send him down there. Unfortunately, it looks like always seems to happen to me out here in post-race here is Barrett Bishop. I'm looking around for Barrett. and I don't see Barrett anywhere to be found. I'm walking down here toward Victory Lane, where we're hoping I can find the number 46 car of Bailey Hip. I see the car, I see the crew. I'm looking around here for the driver. I don't know if he ducked in for a pee break or whatever he did, but I'm hoping we can find Bailey Hip and maybe even find Barrett Bishop. But so far, I'm coming up empty here. Is somebody tell me where Bailey is? Where's Bailey at? Can we go find him? All right, hold on, guys. See if we can't run in here and find him. And the motorhome and the motor coach back here. Bailey, you here? Nope, I'm not sure who that was. That wasn't Bailey Hip down there. I'm peeking all over the place. Somebody has got to have a clue where he is. He didn't jump in a chopper and run out of this joint already, did he? I'm not sure, Todd. I'm down here looking. Have you found Bailey Hip yet? Because I'm not finding him.
No, we've been looking for Bailey Hip, but there is no Bailey Hip around this area here, and maybe on the phone or something. He's ran away, so we're not sure.
All right, well, not sure where he is, but we'll wait to see if we can talk to our winner. We'll talk to a guy from Third Rock Racing, made this event happen for us tonight. Let's talk to the guy himself in the chair, Mr. Keith Haney. Keith, terrific job by you tonight. I heard all the communication you have with the drivers all night long. We saw all the shenanigans and whatnot happen out there. But first of all, I want to say congratulations to you. A great event. Don't let these guys, drag you down. You had a great idea.
Do so much in these things. I hope that you guys had fun up there in the booth calling it.
Keith, so I need to do an interview. My bad, I was a little late.
Hey, there we go. We found him. He ducked around the corner, but here he is. Bailey Hip, our winner tonight here at the Third Rock Cash Bash. We were looking all over the place for you down here. Yeah. We had the car. The crew was down here. I'm like, where's the driver into the motorhome? Here he is around the corner. Bailey Hip at Victory Lane, man. Congratulations. What a good ride for you. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. I got in a little late to the practice session, and I think I got the 6 on the qualifying, and I was like, well, that's not too bad, and messed up a little bit in the heat race, man. I was running first right there. We got kind of tangled up, but yeah, I just said in my mind for the main event, I'm gonna have to work my way up, and that's what I did, slowly on the bottom, man, one by one. And I know me and Barrett, we just ran a practice race before we ran this. I said, man, it's gonna be some door-to-door rubbing, and I told him, and then luckily I got the win right there.
No, it was a great job. And I'll talk about the way the racetrack changed here tonight. I mean, you think you guys are out there for about an hour beforehand. You got through heat racing. You got through the D main, the B main, the C main, all that and whatnot. How much did that racetrack transition over the course of the night? And how'd that change the way your race car handled?
Man, the track, it changed. For me, it really changed that much. I ran the bottom most of the night, and I was rolling in and out of the throttle, kind of slicked off a little bit through the end of the race, and I was like, if I put this thing on the bottom, rolling out of throttle control, it's going to be the key factor, and that's what I did, man.
Well, Bailey did a hell of a job here. I know it took us a little bit to find you. Glad you peeked your head back out here to talk to us here live on Full Velocity TV, but I'm going to give you the mic one more time. We've had a great crowd out there watching tonight. Facebook Live, Twitch TV, YouTube, awesome people out there tonight watching. Any friends, family, sponsors, whoever you're going to say hello to out there, the floor is all yours, Bailey. Congratulations. Awesome job tonight on the win.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Just like to thank one of my guys I run with in my league, man. He's been throwing up practice races up for me to get ready for this thing. And I want to thank Keith. I mean, putting this thing on, I was going to run the New Year's Eve race, but I actually got a new computer, and I didn't have to get to run it. But thanks to Keith for putting this show on, and I'll be glad to run some more with him, man.
Well, Keith, you're the guy with the plan down here. Bailey Hip, our big cash winner. I think you got a check to present to our big winner here tonight.
I sure do, man. I'm going to get it sent out to him shortly, and he'll have a nice prize in the mail.
I like it. Bailey, that's going to make you feel good as well. A little bit of green in your pocket on a good Thursday night. Not a bad way to spend an evening.
Congrats, man. Thank y'all.
All right, well, there you have it. Bailey Hip, our big winner. Keith Haney from Third Rock Racing League. Keith, so much once again, for allowing us over here. And God, I hope to do this again soon. This is a lot of fun. Thanks for having us over. And say, keep your head up. Don't let these kids beat you up. You guys did a great job. This race was a lot of fun. And it had its share. I mean, we called it like we saw it. We saw the jump jobs, and we called it out just as we saw it, too. We don't pull any punches either. So anytime we can help clean these races up or call somebody out who doesn't need to do that kind of thing, we'll do that for you.
Awesome.
Great job tonight. This was fun.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it a bunch.
All right. Well, there you have it, guys. So Third Rock Racing, Mr. Keith Haney. I was hoping to talk to our second-place finisher, Barrett Bishop, but it's happened to us before here as he's alluded us on the post-race show. So I guess we'll have to go over to Discord after and probably bust his balls a little bit. Barrett Bishop, our second-place finisher here tonight. But the big winner here tonight, Third Rock Racing League, and all of you guys out there watching, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch TV, thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks to the guys. Well, we got to thank Evil One Graphics, DirtSeries.com, CNC Racing Designs, iRacing, iFlag, Spatafora Firearms. Great groups of guys who do a lot for us here live on Full Velocity TV. So, on behalf of us, we got Martin Karch, our graphics guy, Mr. Jake Keel, Full Velocity Radio, our brother in arms. Also, Mr. Jack Truin does a lot for us behind the scenes as well. The website development, co-control guy when needed. Thank him, and got to thank my brother here, my partner. Been sick all week long going after it. Mr. Todd Stanton, the best of the business. The Twin Towers, the Beasts of the Northeast live right here. Phil LaCassa, Full Velocity TV, going to sign off. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night. We go back over to Dirt Warrior Racing, another round of DWR Wednesday Night Street Fights tomorrow night. We'll be back there. So for Todd, I'm Phil. We'll see you tomorrow night back here live with another edition of Full Velocity TV. See ya.
Good night.